and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about St. Nicholas, whose feast day is today, December 6th. And you might wonder, why is he sitting there in front of Santa Claus's workshop in the North Pole? What does that have to do with St. Nicholas? Well, St. Nicholas actually became Santa Claus for us, but he didn't live at the North Pole. He was from the coast of Turkey, not the North Pole. That's where he grew up. And his parents died when he was a pretty young man and left him a lot of money. But he took all the money that he had and he gave it away to the needy and the sick and the suffering. He wanted to be like Christ. He wanted to learn to love people the way Christ loved people and give something of himself. Actually, eventually he became the Bishop of Myra, which was a town along the coast of Turkey. And there were a lot of people who didn't like the bishops. They didn't like the church. So they put St. Nicholas in prison. But that didn't stop him. He continued to take care of the suffering and the sick and the needy, even in prison. And that angered the people who didn't like him so much that they put him on a ship to send him to another country. And even on that ship, he continued, and people saw the love that he had for other people, the way he loved people, the way Jesus loved people. So that was what we learned from St. Nicholas, and that's how he became Santa Claus, of giving everything that he had and giving it to other people, because he had a special love for children. And he always made sure that the children were taken care of, and the people grew to love him over that. And his love for Christ shone through in the way he treated other people. Now there's something else that I'd like to tell you about today. And that's, why do we hang ornaments on trees? Especially these round ornaments that you see beside me here. And why do we use red and green? That's a nice one. Santa Claus right there. Why do we use red and green as the colors for Christmas? What's so special about red and green? Well, let me tell you. When we celebrate Christmas, we remember how Jesus came into the world. But why did he come into the world? Because of the sin of Adam and Eve. And how did Adam and Eve sin? They ate the apple off the tree. What do we have on these trees? Ornaments, round ornaments that look like apples. They remind us of the sin of Adam and Eve that allowed Jesus to come into the world as a baby. And what color are apples? They're red and they're green. What color apple do you like the best? I like the ones that have a little bit of red and green in them. So this year, you can ask people, why do we use red and green for Christmas? Why do we hang these round balls on the trees? It's because of Adam and Eve. And if it wasn't for the sin of Adam and Eve, Jesus would not have been able, he would not have come into the world as a baby to come and save us and eventually take us with him to heaven. So remember St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, giving of himself, trying to be like Christ. And remember that Jesus came into the world as a baby to save us and eventually take us with him.